I mean, last year, at least they had a chance to damn near, maybe, possibly make it to the playoffs.
Changing the roster, I don't really want to get into that. I think that what we got to focus on is who we have in this locker room right now and understanding what we got to do to be the best version of who we are and who we have.
If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury.
Angel Reese benched during the Chicago Sky's worst performance yet? You're not getting the full story. Until now, Tyler Marsh just revealed stunning details about why the team is collapsing under pressure. But here's what you didn't see coming. Marsh says this isn't just about Reese. So if it's not her, then what or who is really to blame? With the fan base frustrated and the team struggling, the truth might change everything.
Yeah, I think that we got a couple players that are banged up, so we want to be mindful of minutes. I think that when the game got out of hand there midway through the third.
That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trash. Just horrendous. I just gotta be honest.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
And today, Tyler Marsh had to sit Angel Reese down to remind her, you ain't all that, dog. I don't know what the situation is.
We struggle staying connected to their shooters. They're a team that wants to get up a ton of threes. We knew that going into it. I thought that we just lost.
Angel Reese benched smack in the middle of the Chicago Sky's meltdown against the Phoenix Mercury. It was the moment no one saw coming. Fans went wild on social media, with reactions swinging from outrage to confusion. Was this the right call or a massive misstep? The media piled on, calling her performance unacceptable. But Tyler Marsh brought an entirely different angle to the table, and it wasn't just throwing Reese under the bus.
Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team.
We were consistently enough tonight, another 20-plus point or 20-plus turnover game, which is tough to win when you add that with giving up 2 30-point quarters.
Here's what went down. The Sky gave up 107 points in that mess of a game. Marsh pointed to turnovers, defensive breakdowns, and the sheer inability to handle Phoenix's relentless pressure. They weren't just misfiring here and there. They were outright losing shooters left and right, letting the Mercury get comfortable behind the arc, and giving up that kind of real estate. That's how you watch the scoreboard spiral out of control. What's more, they couldn't even protect their own possessions. The Sky's struggles with turnovers weren't just costly in points. They killed any chance at momentum.
This is bad, and it's looking like Teresa Witherspoon need to come back in a major way.
We lost connection to them way too often, and we talked about overhelping on their drives, and AT was still able to draw defenders and kick out. And
Marsh wasn't shy about where things have gone wrong either. He called out the team's mental strain, explaining that when the game gets tight, the Sky's execution just crumbles. That pressure doesn't just flip a bad play here or there, it cracks the foundation. Coach Brian echoed this, saying bluntly, nobody is happy. Nobody is content with where we're at. He's clearly battling an identity crisis with his team, one where health concerns and consistency are constantly at odds. And then there's Angel Reese. Sure, her performance on the court might have looked trash at times that night, but is that really the whole story? Or is it the systemic chaos that's warping everyone's game?
I think as part of this city, I know the will to fight is as well, and so that hasn't been lost amongst us, staff or players, and so we're going to continue to push, continue to work, continue to fight.
Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness.
Marsh's comments paint a bigger picture. Reese's benching wasn't the climax of a bad night. It was a symptom of a broader problem. If the issue isn't just one player, then what? For now, Marsh left us with one brutal truth. The collapse? It's mental and physical. Reese's benching might have been a headline, but the real struggle runs way deeper. So how does this team fix that? Let's talk about it. The Chicago Sky fan base isn't just frustrated, they're losing patience. After that brutal loss to Phoenix, all eyes are on the coaching staff to figure out how to stop the freefall, and the stakes couldn't be higher with 3 games in just 4 days, including a matchup against LA that could either keep their season alive or sink them even deeper.
With Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky basketball team, but they just cannot find a way to get consistent wins offensively, defensively.
We kind of have a big picture outlook, and so for us, as frustrated as we are, we know the work that we put in and that the players put in, most importantly, each day, and so nobody's happy.
Coach Bryan knows this pressure cooker well. His focus? Preserve what's left of the team. He's walking a tightrope, trying to keep players healthy while still competing game after game. But here's the thing, this isn't just a physical struggle, it's an identity crisis eating away at the Sky from the inside. Sure, Camilla came through with a scorching 77% field goal percentage against Phoenix, one of the few bright spots on the stat sheet, but even that incredible efficiency barely made a dent in the chaos. Why? Because while individual players shine at times, the balance between offense and defense has completely unraveled. Coach Bryan admitted it outright, their defense is a disaster. The team keeps losing connection with shooters, giving up open looks, and ultimately 107 points. And let's not forget the turnovers. The theme all season with you guys has been turnovers and then perimeter defense. He said bluntly, it's not just one game, it's a pattern. If this sounds grim, it gets worse.
I mean, last year, at least they had a chance to damn near, maybe, possibly, make it to the playoffs.
I think it's something that we continue to look at, especially game plan wise and what we have internally. We've mixed up the lineups here and there.
Tyler Marsh pointed out what those numbers don't show, the mental side of the collapse. Handling pressure is mental as much as it is physical, he explained. That inability to keep it together under tight conditions. It's bleeding into every part of their game. Bryan knows it too. His message to the players is clear. Focus on who we have in this locker room right now and figure out how to be the best version of that. It's not exactly a fix, but more of a long-term plan to dig themselves out. Is that enough though? With LA waiting just around the corner, the clock is ticking, and the team's confidence may be the difference between a turnaround or total collapse. Benching Angel Reese wasn't the real shock. It's the deeper struggles pulling the Chicago Sky apart. Turnovers, defensive breakdowns, and the mental strain Tyler Marsh described point to bigger cracks in the foundation. Fixing this isn't about one player. It's about the whole team finding its identity and focus again.
If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury.
Changing the roster, I don't really want to get into that. I think that what we got to focus on is who we have in this locker room right now and understanding what we got to do to be the best version of who we are and who we have.
We're going to keep fighting, Marsh vowed, but can effort alone patch up persistent issues like these? What do you think? Is it time for drastic changes, or do they just need consistency? With LA next, this team faces its toughest test yet. Will resilience be enough to save their season?